Welcome to Ross A. Lurgio Middle School. We have a Tri-County Division I matchup between the top two teams, Merrimack and Lurgio Bedford. These two teams met in the championship last year here. It was a different Lurgio team that ran away from that and won by 25-plus points. This year, you have a brand new team, but it's a different team. Last year, there was one pass and a lot of quick shots. This year, there's a lot more teamwork involved. 5 players working together. There's no true point guard on this Lurgio team. They do have a few lead guards in Max Chartier and Brian Cameron. They also have a lot of size. And not seeing Merrimack play yet, they're coming out, and they're a big team. You can see right away, jumping center, number 23, Austin Sylvester. So Bedford's going to come out in a 1-2-2 zone. They don't. Every now and then they'll show some full court pressure, but for the most part they like to play that 1-2-2 because they have a lot of length. One thing you know about Merrimack is they're going to be a well-coached team that plays hard, and that starts with their head coach. This is the second game. This is a matinee of the doubleheader. The Bedford girls defeated Merrimack in a tight game. They pulled away late in the third quarter and held on for a 9-point victory. The crowd, solid crowd, not as much as the first game, but here we go. Josh Colmer will be starting at center for Bedford, jumping against Austin Sylvester. Also on the court for Lurgio, you have Nolan Anderson, Nick Mokas, Max Chartier, and Brian Cameron. And Bedford loses the tap. And not as expected, Bedford comes out playing man-to-man. Not good. That's a travel call on Bedford. Not a good job there on help defense from Bedford. They let the player get right to the rim without being challenged. Merrimack comes out in a full court man-to-man. Just a little bit of token pressure right here. Nolan Anderson on the wing, back up to Mokas. Bedford's looking for the mismatch. This year, as you can see, much different than last year. They're patient offense, a lot of ball movement. Nolan tried to get that ball down to Brian Cameron on the block. This is where Coach Dorman excels with these out of bounds. What you might look for is Max Chartier with a screen and get him open for the 3 in the corner. They're going to throw it up top, reverse it, set a screen. He gets out to the corner. And there's the play that we've seen a lot through the years. And bingo, 3-pointer for Max. I'm surprised Merrimack does not know that play is coming because we've seen that for the years. Nice looking jump shot from Ian Cummins right there. You don't see too many guys taking pure jump shots at this level. That's a player that they might need to make an adjustment and get someone else matched up on him. Mokas with an air ball from 3 feet away. We went to the righty hook right there. Merrimack's coming out playing confident right there. Number 24, Colin Petrie, took the ball uncontested to the hoop. Bedford's being patient up top. A quick jump ball call by the refs there. They didn't even let that go for a second. Bedford's ball inbounding from the side. Trailing 5-3 with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Once again, Merrimack's playing a man-to-man. Nolan Anderson had a good take right there. Great look by Brian Cameron to Max Chartier. Colmer's being challenged inside. They got some big guys. He's going to have to play tough underneath. He can't go up soft. Merrimack's came out to play. You could see Bedford's going to have to challenge them down low. They're going to have to play a little bit tougher. Not a good entry pass from Josh Colmer right there. Coach Dorman might be thinking about a timeout right now because their transition defense is not good. Merrimack is getting the ball and looking to push every time. They're getting in their offense quick. Merrimack is just switching on the blocks every time. Bedford's going to have to. Mocha's dribbling himself into trouble right there in the corner. That's a tough take. Those guys, Max was out of bounds, playing from out of bounds right there. You're not going to get any easy shots against this Merrimack team because they challenge everything down low. The big guys are playing some great help defense right now. It's a 1-2-2. They're extending it. Coleman's just a little bit slow to that pass. Had a chance to pick that off. But he got the turnover. Great job there by Josh. Once again, Merrimack looks like they're in a matching up and man-to-man. Lurgio might need to adjust a little bit here because they're not giving the players room to drive the ball. It seems like it's congested all over the place. That's a great pull-up jump shot by Nolan Anderson right there. They're going to have to find a little bit of intensity in their game right now. They just seem a little bit flat. They're only down 4 points, but they're still in it. That starts up top. The guards cannot let Ian Cummings penetrate like that. It's just way too easy. That's a great take by Nolan Anderson, right? Nolan Anderson. Nolan shooting 2, just came up a little bit short on the first. Might look to get a little more legs in this second shot right here. That one looks good. It's a great touch. You can see Nolan's worked on his game in the offseason. He's come back a lot stronger and just a much more skilled player. Here's Bedford in their 1-2-2, and this is what I think we're going to see from them a lot. This is the defense that they play best. They got to keep it. That's a travel. That's a good call by the ref. This is a solid officiating crew. You're not going to hear any questioning coming from this desk in this game right now. They seem to get a lot of these Lurgio games, and every time they do, they ref a solid game. A lot of standing around with this offense right now. They might need to get a pick and roll or something going. Merrimack's looking to switch on everything, and that time they didn't communicate, and they were able to find Nolan down low. Once again, Nolan Anderson to the line. Another great touch for Nolan. Looks like Bedford might be looking on a make right now to put a little full court pressure on. A little short. Didn't get the legs in there. Good steal by Max. Mokas wide open for the 3. Comes up short. Kami with the great rebound and the extra pass. That's 6 straight points for Anderson, and there's a turnover. Merrimack coming unraveled right now. This full court pressure is getting to them. Bedford's a team, I'll call them sometimes Bedford, sometimes Lurgio, but they're a team that can play 10, 11 guys, which they have. Their schedule's been a little bit soft so far this season. So tonight you might look to see eight or 9 guys maybe in the rotation tonight. First, we've seen the first sub is Kami. Mokas, who's come up short on his first 3-pointer. His first free throw needs to get a little more legs in his shot right now. And that one looks like it's going to be good. That's the key there. Get some legs into it. And Bedford takes their first lead of the game. And they're in a 2-2-1 press right now. And Merrimack just has no answer. You see when Kami comes in, he adds a little more athleticism into the lineup right there. Doesn't have quite the size of Josh Coleman, but he does add a little athleticism and anticipated that pass. And this is not Bedford's strength of playing a full court pressure, but it looks like it is a weakness for Merrimack. So I think we're going to see more of this right now. So Bedford right now is in a 9-0 run after falling behind 9-3. Coach Dorman had confidence in his guys, didn't take a timeout. Made a great adjustment of going to the 1-2-2 half court and also the 2-2-1 full court. And they went on that 9-0 run right now. Let's see if Merrimack has an answer. Bedford staying in the 2-2-1. They might drop off of it right now and just get into the 1-2-2. You got to know where number 20 is if you're Bedford. They're extending this out pretty good. If I'm Merrimack, I looked against the 1-2-2. You got to get someone on the foul line and then look down to the blocks. But they're just kind of matching up to. They're putting a guy right where Bedford has a guy. Brian Cameron's got to get out to the corner right now. He got out there, challenged. That's going to be Bedford ball. All right, referee must have had a better angle than me. This is a rivalry that starts in the 3rd grade when these teams go to travel basketball. And it's been a good friendly rivalry with neighboring towns. And that free throw by Austin Sylvester ends Bedford's 9-0 run right now. Bedford's got to do it. This could be a long rebound right here. Nope. Good rebound by Brian Cameron, and they're looking to push. Brian Cameron and Max Chartier are two of their, we'll actually have 3 lead guards. This could be a good matchup for Brian to take his player. Timeout, maybe. Looks like Mocha's got away with a walk, threw the ball away. You can see a little full court pressure once again right now, 2-2-1. Doesn't look like Merrimack has anyone real strong on the ball. They're not flashing anyone to the middle. Brian's gonna have to. Referee has not made a call yet. It looks like they're staying here. Merrimack ball. Which way? Referee was looking for a little bit of help right there. Oh, that's not where you want to give the big guy the ball, right in the backcourt. They got away with one there. That is not the prettiest looking shot there from Kami, but Nolan Anderson does another great job on the boards. And again, another loose ball for Nolan Anderson. Max Chartier, who's been hot from 3, knocks down his 2nd 3 of the game as Bedford takes a 5-point lead. There's a turnover right there, and Merrimack, Bedford's on a 12-1 run right now. Nick Mokas, Connor Robert checks in for Nick Mokas right there. Brian's got a good matchup on this bigger guy where he should be able to go right by him if they cleared out a side for him. Swing that ball quick. You can't hold it right there. Connor Robert kind of gets it and slows it down a little bit, but good patience. They got to create a little space for him. That's a good left-handed take by Nolan. He's going strong to the glass. You don't want to pick up any late fouls right now. Use a dribble, Brian. Brian Cameron, nice, great rebound right there. Pass to Nolan. Nolan's pushing it. Nolan's playing with as much confidence as we've seen all year. That's a great entry pass by Kami. And once again, let's see if Merrimack adjusts. As I said, Coach Dorman's expertise where his excels is in these out-of-bounds sets. Looks like they're going to run a different set than they've been going. Let's see if they can get a layup off of this one. There it is. They ran it again. 2-pointer from Max Chartier right there. They ran that same play. Merrimack adjusted nicely, but Max used a nice ball fake, and they got away with a travel right there. 9 seconds. Let's see if Brian's aware of the clock. Oh, great job looking up to Max for the 3. Nolan Don't foul, Brian. Let it go. And very entertaining half of basketball right there. Bedford comes out a little bit flat. Merrimack came out ready for the challenge. They went on a 9-3 to start the game in the first 3 minutes. Bedford then went on a 14-1 run to end the quarter. And you could see a few adjustments Bedford made. One is they got stronger on the glass. Cameron, Anderson, Kami, and Colma really did a good job dominating the defensive glass. And Nolan Anderson has been key for Bedford, and so is Max Chartier. Nolan's playing aggressive, taking the ball to the glass. But the key to that, the adjustments that were made by Coach Dorman right there. They went to the 1-2-2. He realized that they weren't a good matchup for them to play man-to-man, and they really haven't played much man-to-man, so I was surprised that they came out in that. And Merrimack, part of that run was that Bedford was in that 2-2-1 full-court press, and Merrimack didn't handle it real well. So we're going to see Bedford's going to probably look off of turnovers. They'll probably look to press whenever they can, and I think we're going to see them sticking in that 1-2-2. Here we go, 1-2-2. We got Nolan at the top, Connor Robert on one wing, Brian Cameron and Kami down low with Max Chartier. They got to make sure they find the shooters. And that is not a pretty looking shot. Max Chartier's got to do a good block by Brian Cameron. And Nolan, once again, gets the loose ball, and they're looking to push. See if Brian looks to break him down. And he does. That's a great take by Brian Cameron. Realized he had a good matchup, and if he has space down that left wing, he's going to take his guy. There goes Nolan. The kid came to play today. They got to do a little bit better job of creating space for each other out there. Max should probably go through. Brian could take him again. Nowhere to go right there. Swing that ball quickly. They're not creating any space for each other. Max Chartier is playing real confident today, as he has all year. Nolan taking the ball to the glass. That's what he does best, and he gets the soft touch. This is a run, 18-1 run right now, and there's Nolan with a steal. If he looks up, we might be able to get an easy hoop. Good challenge. Both teams hitting the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Lurgio ball under the basket right here. Possession arrow. Checking into the game is Steven Simpson. Steven has been in and out of the starting lineup all year. He's going to add you some athleticism, handles the ball. Here we go, going to run that same play. Merrimack is now ready for it, so it's time for Bedford to run some other options out of that out-of-bounds set. Merrimack is matched up. It looks like they're in a little bit of a zone right now. Bedford's got to do a better job of recognizing that. Nolan, a little bit of a sloppy pass right there. Got away with it. Steven Simpson showed his athleticism, making a play on the ball. Neither team really in foul trouble. Bedford with just a 1 foul. That was Merrimack's 4th team foul. We shoot 1-1 at the 7. Lurgio's going to their Princeton offenses with a little bit of a weave, and they're looking for the back door. Steven Simpson got that back door that we were just talking about, and Nolan found him, and the lefty Steven Simpson lays it up. 20-1 run right now. Bad job on the rotation from the Lurgio defense. They got to get out and challenge that shot. You got to move that ball quick now. Bedford's not swinging the ball from side to side as quick as they need to. Here's that weave. We're going to look to get a back door going. That's a little bit of a good look. Steven Simpson kicks it out. Anderson with the spin. A little bit out of control on that one right there. That's not what they need. That's a good call by the ref right there. Hit him on the back shoulder. So Coach Dorman not liking what he sees right there, and he's got, looks like Mokus and Cameron checking back in. That transition defense the last 2 times down for Bedford was how they started out the game. Number 13, this is Patrick Steiners on the free throw right now. Comes up short on the first. Right now we have Cameron back in, Mokus back in, and for the first look was getting to see a 7th grader in the lineup for Bedford, Liam O'Connell. Brian Cameron with the rebound, head up, looking to push. Quick swing from Mokus if the three's there, if he sees it. Great look by Mokus. Liam checks into the game, and ice water in his veins for a 7th grader stepping in. The first time he touches the ball, steps in the 3. Great help defense by Coleman right there. Brian Cameron with the loose ball, head up, nothing there. He's just going to look to see what they have. He might look to break him down a little bit here. Mokus is not someone that's just a really smart, smooth player. He's not going to really break down his guy. Coach Dorman not liking what he sees right there with the offense. So he takes a timeout, his first of the game. So that basket, was it a basket? Yes, the basket by Merrimack ended that 18-1 run. Actually, it was a 23-1 run, which just got ended by that basket. So you're seeing that Bedford just seems to be more athletic out there. Merrimack came and they played hard, but just a little more athletic you're seeing. So out of the timeout, you might look for Bedford to run a set play right here. Not on the out of bounds, but once they see what they're in, they might run a little pick and roll. Nolan Anderson is on the bench right now, so other players are going to have to look to step up. Little Princeton handoff there. Steven Simpson head up. Mokus got away with potential carry right there. Brian Cameron beats this guy on the baseline. Doesn't get the call. Good defense by Merrimack right there. Got to get out and challenge that shot. Cut off the baseline. Cut the baseline off. Good job. And one. These refs are not consistently calling that down low, both sides. As we said, they are two very good officials right there. Ian Cummings converts the three-point play. He's the guy that you got to watch. He's athletic. He could take the ball to the glass, and he can knock down the outside jumper. So he's someone that you got a key on right there. Here comes that weave, looking for the back door. It was there. Mokus once again. He's got to be a little careful with his dribble. Coleman with a great aggressive play, but once again, these refs are not. He's tapping his head right there like the player got hit on the head, it looked like. Mokus has to do a little bit better job taking care of the ball. But as we said with Bedford, they don't have a true point guard, so they have about 3 or 4 guys that can handle the ball. Merrimack is hanging around. They're only down 11. They're keeping themselves in the game. Liam O'Connell checks out. Max Chartier checks in for him. That's 2 real good minutes right there from Liam, especially knocking down a 3 the first time he touched the ball. There's Austin Sylvester knocking down the free throw, and we're in a 10-point game right now. Steven Simpson handling the point. Backdoor cut, not there. Move the ball quick. Good backdoor cut, great cut by Mokus, makes the great pass. Coleman's got to be a little bit stronger on that. Just about 2 minutes ago, we said Bedford was not in foul trouble. They only had 1 foul. In the last 2 minutes, they picked up 4. Now Bedford has 5 team fouls, Merrimack 4. But that's a great look by Mokas right there. I think Colmer just needs to either give a ball fake, get the player up, because he's got a great touch on the free throw line, so he's got to look to get fouled. That's a great hustle by Mokas. Brian Cameron with the loose ball. Gets another steal, head up. Maybe you could find Chartier, drive the ball to the glass, Brian. Finds Chartier in the corner. It's going to come up short, it looks like. That's the difference this team from last year, is that these guys like to share the basketball, and it's fun to watch. Max might have been better served right there with a little ball fake, because they know that he's a three-point shooter, and they're running guys at him right there. Next foul, Merrimack will be shooting 1-1. If you look at Bedford's defense, the middle of that D is really open. This is a tough matchup right now. He could beat Colmer on the... These refs missed that one. They're going to run that same play and look to get 20 open on the far side, but they're just content. Merrimack's looking to overload that. Great rebound by Colmer. He's getting stronger as this game moves on. Great job by him showing his size and strength underneath. If Mokas kicks this out, Brian Cameron's got a 3. Didn't look to take it. Nolan Anderson comes back in. They kind of missed Nolan when he was out of that game right there. He was kind of the key behind that run that Bedford went on. Mokas has a big matchup. You might want to look to, not a big matchup, he's got a size matchup there. You might want to look to get him on the block. Nolan Anderson with a travel right there. That's a good call by the refs right there. He moved before he put the ball down. Colmer checks out, and Kami checks in for him, but that was some good minutes by Colmer right there. Real solid on both ends of the ball. There's a... You don't want to reach right now because they missed a foul over the back right there. Finally, they got one there. Yep, he missed the first 2, but he got that one right there. Good job by Nolan Anderson, people going over his back. Right now, you have Coach Dorman exactly right there, looking for patience. You got a 10-point lead with a minute to go in the half. You just want to get a good possession and only get good shots. Don't force anything. Kami should have cut back door right there. His guy was ball watching. There's Mokas again, once again with the matchup. I'd like to get him on the block because he's a very good low post player. That's a force right there by Chartier. He threw the back door, but it wasn't there. Brian Cameron checked out, taken out because they don't want him to pick up his 3rd foul in this half right now. So 10-point lead. Here's a 2-2-1. It's kind of a softer version of what they put in earlier. Brendan Hughes picks up a foul right there. You gotta beat the guy with your feet, not with your arms. The referees haven't noticed it yet, but it is a 1-1 right now. Merrimack, if they knock down some free throws, they could get this game in the single digits, and we could be in for an entertaining second half. When Nolan Anderson checked out, it seemed like Bedford kind of lost their flow to their offense. Kami, great job on the boards. Right now, you wonder if Bedford's going to look to hold for one shot. Here's the weave. Backdoor not there. You got 30 seconds to go in the half. Chartier got away with a potential travel. Brendan Hughes checking in for the first time. Brendan's a very smart, can knock down that shot when he's open. Great entry pass there by Kami. And again, Kami. Yeah, there's the call. Bedford missing 3 layups. but their tenacity, they stayed right with it right there. The two centers that Coach Dorman's playing, both Kami and Colmar, they're doing a great job on the glass. Nolan Anderson gives Bedford a 11-point lead. Checking in for the second time today is Connor Robert, and we have Stuart Kirkpatrick. Anderson again knocks down a free throw. It looks real confident on that line when he uses his legs. He's got a good rotation. 12-point lead. You're seeing the 2-2-1 right now. You got to, if Bedford, you don't want to give up a layup. At the same point, you don't want to pick up any fouls. 5 seconds. Let's see if they recognize it. You can get a layup here if you see it. He decides to pull up from 3, and a 12-point lead, 28-16 for the Lurgio Lions over Merrimack. Both teams heading in for halftime. You know, the key right now is who comes out with the more intensity right now. Merrimack came out, they played confident, and they gave Bedford their best shot. Bedford answered and went on that huge run. After that run, Merrimack settled down, got the game to single digits. I think they hurt themselves missing free throws. If Merrimack's going to get back into this game, I think what they're going to need to do is they were best in transition. Bedford is not the fastest team, so I think Merrimack's going to look to either get turnovers or off of misses, look to run. Bedford's going to have to get back and stop the ball and play defense, but Merrimack doesn't really have an answer right now for the 1-2-2 zone that Bedford is throwing at them. Bedford, I think they need to, you know, this game is still a game. You don't want to get too complacent. I think you got to look to push the ball. I think when they're best and when they're getting guys going to the hoop, whether it's Nolan Anderson, Brian Cameron, Max Chartier is liking to set up for the 3, and those other guys are going to have to do a great job on the glass. And Merrimack doesn't look like they have the athletes to match up with Bedford. So Bedford's going to have to keep playing. They are playing more guys than Merrimack, so I think you might look to see them wear them down if they come out with that same intensity. So we're going to see who comes out of this half and look forward to a great second half. Welcome back to the second half at Lurgio Middle School. Bedford Lurgio has a 28-16 lead over Merrimack. Merrimack started out fast to a 9-3 lead, and then Bedford went on a big run to extend the lead up to 14 points, which is the largest lead of the game. Merrimack came back, cut it to 10. Right now we're sitting at 12. No players on either team are in foul trouble. It looks like right now Merrimack ball inbounding. Bedford looks like they are in a man-to-man, which is a little bit surprising, just because this is where they started. Well, actually, no, it's a triangle and 2 is what I'm seeing right now. A triangle and 2. They have Brian Cameron on one shooter, number 11, and then they have, I think it would look like Max Chartier on number 20. So a little Mickey Mouse defense right there. Maybe Coach Dorman just looking to mix it up. And here is a nice entry pass by Mokus. Head fake. Brian Cameron on the glass. Doesn't get the roll. Nolan Anderson on the glass. That was a great entry pass right there that started the play by Nick Mokus. Just kind of a lead guard out there. Once again, it looks like a triangle and 2. Brian Cameron on number a lot of steps right there, and these refs got that call. So Brian Cameron's matched up on Owen Glass, and then Max Chartier is matched up on Ian Cummings. So let's see what Bedford runs right now. Once again, Mokus, I'd like to get him on the block against this kid. He's got 5-6 inches on him, and he's a good low post player. That's a little fake call. The ref closest to the play didn't give the timeout. There was a fake timeout. Merrimack stopped. Mokus had a clear run to the glass. I don't think it was just it was the whole team that was kind of confused in what Coach Dorman was doing. But he's going to take the time. He's got the board out, and he's going to put it in what he's looking for. No real surprise for Merrimack. Merrimack came out man-to-man, which they've been in all game. So I'm not sure what Coach Dorman wants right there, what he's looking for. The one surprise, one change that we did see, and I don't think we're going to stay in that long because Merrimack did get 2 pretty good looks out of that. We call it a Mickey Mouse defense. Sometimes you'll see a box and 1 or a triangle and 2, and Bedford came out in a triangle and 2. I think what Coach Dorman is seeing, oh, here we go, was that Merrimack basically has 2 players right now. Let's see if Bedford's going to run a little inbounds play right now, see if they can get a layup off of that. Nope, they didn't. They didn't run anything real solid. They were just looking to get the ball in bounds. I think that's a great take by Brian Cameron right there. The big 6'3" Austin Sylvester in his face, not going in off the glass. But once again, we're seeing that triangle and 2 right now because Owen Gloss and Ian Cummings, I think Coach Dorman is seeing that those are the guys that you got to shut down. If anyone else can beat you, let's see it. And so far, 3 possessions, 3 shots, but nothing for Merrimack. And this lead is now doubled up at 16 points, 32-16. Moak is just real poised with the ball, knows what the offense is. Culmer had a chance to see Cameron on a flash cut, but you can't pass after he's open. You have to anticipate him getting open, and he was just a little bit late right there. Chartier handling the ball at the point. See if someone cuts back door for Max. Brian Cameron is not going to look to take that 3. They're just being patient. A little bump right there. Refs are letting that go. Clear through. Mokas have to have his head up. Good job. Maybe a little pick and roll right now. Oh, watch that pass, Brian. Hit the floor, hit the floor. Little turnover right there. Brian Cameron's got a fast break. And blocked by Owen Gloss right there. He tried to get into his body. 32-16. Let's see if Bedford could run one of their sets where they get a layup off of this right here. Oh, there's Culmer open, but they missed that. Now they're in trouble. Good outlet by Mokas right there. Chartier open for the 3. Didn't want to take it. He's open. Brian Cameron gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Chartier. Owen's got to see him. Nice entry pass right there from Cameron to. Watch that reach by Culmer right there. That's a good call by the ref. When you're the big guy, Culmer, you do not need to be picking up fouls 92 feet away from the basket. Just kind of a mental lapse right there. Kami checks out, and Cameron checks out. Bedford looks like they're out of that defense. They're just in their 1-2-2 right now. They've on a 4-0 run to start this. They've kept Merrimack off the board. You got to find. That's just a great looking shot. I mean, if I'm him, if I'm coach of Merrimack and I'm Ian Cummings, I'm looking to take that matchup when you can because he is a smooth operator right there on that baseline. That's a great challenge there by Sylvester. You don't want to save that ball into your own hoop. They got some guys that can block shots right down there. They're tough inside. Austin Sylvester and Owen Gloss. There's that set again. And they nice little throwback pass. Owen was not set at all on that shot. Connor Robert out of bounds, but gets the call from the ref, Ian Cummings. Good hustle by Connor. Owen's got to set himself there. He's looking in the stands at his dad. I think he just has to play through and not look up there and just play. But he just has to set himself before he knocks down that shot. He had a great rhythm going in the first half. He came out and he kind of lost that rhythm. I think we got to get him back in. Nice play, nice entry pass. Oh, Owen's just not going up strong. When you have a player that's 5'5", 5'6", blocking you, that's just not going up strong. And I think he's just has to play his game, get back into that rhythm that he was in. A little ball fake, just go up strong. This game is kind of coming to a crawl right now. Started out fast, high intensity. Good strip by Mokas. Let's see if he can go to the hoop and get fouled. Oh, that's a lot of steps right there. Oh, he called the foul right there. Mokas got a great play right there going to the glass. Tried to go to the hop step, but he got the call. So, yeah, they know this play is coming right now. You can't run the same play 6, 7 times. Mike Currier almost got taken out right there. Got to keep him and that camera safe. We got a long season ahead of us. This is their zone set. We haven't seen Merrimack play too much zone tonight, but it's a 2-3 zone, backdoor cut. We got a jump ball right there. Jump ball goes to Bedford. Bedford's got to run a different set right now because this little pop to the corner worked the first 2 times, but has not worked since. I think early on in the season, Bedford doesn't have their full complement of plays. See, Nolan's got to get back in the rhythm. He's letting he's getting a little frustrated right now, and he was the key to their run. That's a good challenge by Kami right there. There you go for Nolan behind the back, rebound. That's not what you want to be doing, dribbling behind the back right there. That's a foul. Oh, we hate to see that. It was nothing intentional there. 2 guys, they just challenge. They got him up high. No intention. By Delano Montgomery. Great little take to the hoop. Looks like he's going to shake this off and be okay, which is good news. It's a great touch by the youngster right there. Way to shake off that hit by the 2 big guys and knock down the. We're at 32-19 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. That rebounds by Kami. He's just given them some good, strong minutes between him and Coleman. Coach Dorman seems to have a good little combination of big guys that could battle, stay fresh, and pick up fouls without having to worry. That's going to be a forced 3 right there. A little bit flat shot by Connor Robert. You got to set yourself. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece in the 2nd half. Could have been a travel right there. You got to square him up because he's going to look to beat Connor Robert off the dribble, and that he did. Owen Strong on the glass. We got to watch that pass. Yep. It's a lot of standing around in this offense. That's it. Connor Roberts got to look before he throws that. Could have been an N1 right there. That's another foul there by Ian Cummings. That's a Kami took that ball strong to the glass. Do not have the fouls over here, but that is the 3rd, maybe that's 3 fouls on Ian, who has been Merrimack's main player. Mokas has to look to shoot a little more, in my opinion. That's a foul on Bedford right there. And once again, Ian Cummings doing a great job. Nolan took the ball strong to the glass, didn't fall, not a big deal. But he just has to get back, as I mentioned a few times, back that confidence, that swagger that he had in the 1st half. He's going to be a key player for them this year if they're going to look to defend that championship, that Tri-County Division I championship. It's kind of had their name on it the last several years. That's an air ball, it looks like. It was. Cummings is just trying to will his team back in this game right now. You got to be careful of that pass. I saw that pass was coming a mile away, and so did Sylvester right there. I think they're losing their cool right now. You're going to look to probably see Coach Dorman make a sub right now and just get some leadership out there on the court and some ball handling skills. Moka's kind of nowhere to go right here. He kind of buried himself right there. There goes Cummings again. Kami just needs to relax. Nothing there for Connor Robert. Makes a smart decision to pull the ball out right there. You got to watch that skip pass. Looks like they're moving the wrestling mats here in the middle of the game, and the referee does not like that from a safety standpoint, so he's going to stop the game. So we had checking in Steven Simpson, who we haven't seen much of in this game. He did come in and give some good minutes, got a layup, got a nice assist. And we have Brian Cameron checking in. And Brian Cameron has a nice matchup right now if they can find him that ball on the block. See what kind of set they're in. Nolan playing. See if they can knock down a. Steven has his head up. Good job. See if Brian could back him in. Good challenge right there by Anderson against Sylvester, but Sylvester's playing tough. This game now is an 11-point game. Steven Simpson's got to do a better job of seeing that. That's Merrimack's 6th foul, so Bedford basically on the next foul for the next quarter is going to be shooting 1 and 1. Free throws could be the difference between them blowing up. If I'm Coach Dorman, I'm looking for my Lions here to hold for one shot. You got an 11-point lead. You don't want to give Merrimack a chance to get this game into single digits. You go up 11 or you go up 13 or 14. You don't want to shoot. Don't look to go to the glass until 8 seconds is what you want to look at right here. Brian Cameron got the call. He certainly didn't listen to me going to the glass, but he did get the call here. So let's see if he could knock down a few free throws right here. Get the legs into it. Nice confident stroke. As Coach Dorman instructed him, bend the knees. First shot's up. Off the front rim. Second shot's up and back rim. So it's 32-11. We got 10 seconds to go. Nolan Anderson steps in with the help defense. Brian Cameron deflects it away. We got 6 seconds to go. 11-point Lurgio lead. You don't want to give up anything underneath right here, and that's what just happened. Steven Simpson kind of fell asleep right there and didn't see that guy behind him. Nolan Anderson from 3. So with Bedford not closing that out, we have a 9-point lead. Oh, I am on live on camera right now. So Bedford jumps out early, extended that. They were up 32-16 with 5 minutes to go. So they went scoreless in the last 5 minutes of that quarter. And Lurgio went on, Merrimack went on a 7-0 run. So the 16-point lead is now cut to 9. So Bedford's going to have to regroup, get back to playing a little 1-2-2, and they're going to have to play with the intensity. I think they just got a little bit flat. The Merrimack guys, I thought that Bedford would have been wearing these guys out a little bit. We have some serious issues here in the gym with these wrestling mats coming on. Someone almost got a. We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to look at some safety issues here with these mats right now. And that pole does not look safe. It almost fell again. But anyway, we'll get back to the game here. Coach Dorman is not happy right now. There's got to be some leadership here from the administration here. So on the court for Bedford, we got Mokas, Chartier, Anderson, Cameron, and Simpson. 5 athletic guys, good height. He doesn't have any of his big guys in there right now. We don't want that pole falling on anyone. That could do some damage. Maybe Eric Brown could come over and keep guard. All right, 1-2-2. I do not think that Merrimack has knocked down a three-pointer all game. But there is Delano Montgomery, who knocked down a free throw before, confidently just knocks down a 2 inside the three-point arc. So Kami's checking back in. Mokas, there's the matchup we've been looking for. Nolan Anderson got whacked. The refs did not make that call, but there's Mokas with the matchup. I'd rather see him get the ball on the block. Brian Cameron on the block. Nice kick out. Nolan for 2. That's what they got to look at right there. Ball in the block. Cameron draws the double, kicks it out to Nolan, and that's what we need from Nolan, knocking down the 16-footer right there. That's good basketball. Merrimack's gone small right now. They've gone really small. And also Ian Cummings is out. Mokas did a good job challenging. Cameron challenges. Anderson. I don't know how that ball could be going that way. I guess the referee had a much better look, but it looked like Sylvester knocked the ball out of bounds over Anderson. Anderson's got to get out and challenge that three if they get there. Bedford's big right now. They're playing a good job on this defense. Mokas running the point of it. They got a lot of length up top between Cameron, Mokas, and Chartier. Merrimack just does not have an answer to this 1-2-2. Yeah, they did a good job there. You either got to penetrate this and kick it out, one, or penetrate and kick it. I'm a little surprised by this substitution right now because you got two big guys on there. This is where Bedford could have trouble because Mokas does a good job handling the ball, but he's not a pure point guard. Let's see who gets the whole. Yeah, that was not a great entry pass. That's the matchup I've been talking about all game. It's 1-on-1, ref. 1-on-1. The referees, I'm trying to help the refs out, let them know it's a 1-on-1. That's the 8th team foul, but that's the matchup we were talking about, was getting Mokas. He's had the mismatch all game. But the entry pass was not a great entry pass. Good confident stroke, gets that lead back up to double digits. Comes up short on that one, and that's going to be Merrimack ball. See, right now, if I'm Merrimack, I recognize Bedford's got two bigger guys who aren't as quick. I would get guys open in the corner and just knock down shots or get someone on the foul line. They have not, against the 1-2-2, you got to get someone at that foul line. They're playing a little bit too much defense with their hands, if you ask me, but they're going to pick up a foul pretty soon. Yep, it's just the 1-2-2 where they're just not running any sets at all. If what they're running is not working, you got to make an adjustment. Coach Dorman with a 10-point lead. We're seeing Connor Crowley in for the first game. Connor is a pure point guard. That's the matchup. You got to make that layup. Great entry pass by Brendan Hughes. But Kami just has about 50 pounds and 7 inches over his player, and they did a good job finding him. Pop out. Now you got the switch. Nice way to drive the ball to the hoop. You got a 12-point lead. Got to get back on defense, though. It looks like Kami had the ball up top, but maybe he got him with the body right there. But that just came back from not getting back. It is now a 37-26 lead with 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go in the half. Merrimack's going to have to knock down free throws if they're going to get back in this game. So the referees, we're going to shoot in 1-1. Josh Colmer is going to be shooting 1-1 right now, and he does have a good touch at the line. So it looks like Bedford, if Colmer knocks down both of these, they're going to look to go 2-2-1, full court press. A little bit long on that one, you could see. Merrimack's done a great job on the glass. They got their big guys. They've done a great job on the glass. They've challenged shots down low. They just have not had an answer for this 1-2-2 zone. And at middle school basketball, there's not a lot of scouting going on. You don't get pre-looks at teams. So that's just a sloppy play by Kami. You have an 11-point lead. You do a great job on the rebound. There's no reason to throw the ball away. So when these two teams meet again, I could guarantee you that Merrimack will have a different approach to this 1-2-2. This game, there's Brennan Hughes, who handles the ball real well, shoots the ball real well. They got to be careful with that entry pass. This game, pretty soon, if you look up, good decision right there. Whoa, Connor Robert just has to relax with the ball. He just gets real, if he's real hurry to get rid of it, he just has to timeout. Timeout, Bedford, 11-point lead. They have not really played well. And Coach Dorman's had a lot of players in and out of the lineup, but they just have not been able to get in that rhythm in the second half. They went on that one huge run from the first half through midway through the second quarter, but they just have not been able to. They've scored a total of 11 points in 13 minutes of basketball, and that's not going to get it done when you're playing in some competitive games. They just don't seem to have any flow to their offense. Players are just not creating space for each other. They're not really getting, it's not like they're not knocking down the shots. They're just not getting many good looks. Coach Dorman on the floor has Colmer, Robert, Crowley, Anderson, and inbounding the ball was Brennan Hughes. And that's not the, he got bailed out right there, Brennan Hughes that is. But you're an 11-point lead. You don't want to be launching a three like that. So they didn't call shooting three. So they're not giving him 3 shots. They're giving him the foul after the shot. So it's not a 1-on-1, but it's 2 shots right now. It's 2. It's 2 because they're in the double bonus. It's a great touch right there. Just a little front rim right there. Like to see Brendan knock this shot down, give him some confidence. 2 front rims. 2 good touches, just didn't fall for him. That's the guy you got to challenge. He knocks this down. We're looking at an 8-point game. That is going to be good work there by Spencer Clark. Merrimack ball underneath. Bedford is just a mess on the out of bounds underneath the basket for Merrimack. Coach Dorman's going to probably look to get some of his starters back in right now because this game is now single digits for the first time in a while. You could just see this coming right there. It could be an N1 right there, yep. 2.5, it's just. Yep, here come the starters back in right now. because this game is 9 with Ian Cummings having a chance to cut it to 7. But as we mentioned a few times in this broadcast, is if Merrimack is going to come back, they got to knock down free throws, and they have not helped themselves at all at the line. We don't have official stats, but they are they're probably about 30% from the line. This is the closest this game has been, 8 points. Bedford's going to have to knock down some free throws. A little surprising that Merrimack is not picking up full court. All right, Nolan was able to get the ball in bounds. I think they just got to look for some patience right now. Oh, God. Not a good entry pass there by Max. As we said, they don't have a true point guard. Brian Cameron driving the ball to the hoop when he wants to. He can. Connor's going to need to take care of this ball a little bit better. No reason to shoot. 2 minutes. I would only take layups. I would only take layups right here. 3 blue with the grab away from the ball. So here we go. Bedford's going to be shooting 2. It looks like Nolan Anderson, number 50, was the player that was fouled. So 8-point lead, 2 minutes to go. This is the closest this game has been since early in the second quarter. Bedford needed that one because they had missed 5 in a row at the line. I think they just got to focus on Nolan knocking down the free throw instead of worrying about who he's. That's a good job. That's a good take. Looks like Bedford's going to come out and go man-to-man right here. We haven't seen that since early on in the game. No reason to push it here. Just good shots. Swing that ball quick. They got to move that quicker than that. Brian Cameron could go by his guy whenever he wants. He's got the quickness matchup. They're running a little weave up top. Nolan does real strong on the ball. Great job. You got to watch that pass. No reason to shoot that. Good decision. Move the ball. It's surprising that Merrimack, only down by 10, is not choosing to foul. So Nick Mokus, who's played a solid game, he might not show up in the stat sheet, the box score, all that much, but he's been a good floor leader out there for them today. A chance to knock down 2 free throws right now and get this game in double digits, perhaps seal the victory for the Lions. Austin Sylvester checks out. He's played a solid game. Mokus again from the line. A strong stroke. .12 lead. Coach Dorman feels pretty comfortable. Once again, get some guys some minutes. You got Stewie Kirkpatrick in the game. That's just bad defense right there. You got to stop the ball. Got to stop the ball right there. .10 lead under a minute. Merrimack choosing not to foul. They're just content and let this go. Also, we have Reed Kirkpatrick. I'm sorry, Reed, I missed you checking in right there. We have Reed and Stuart Kirkpatrick checking in. It's a 41-31 lead, 10 seconds to go. Merrimack just content on letting this clock run out. Let everyone get home early on a. Mokus has to be careful with that. He turned his back to the pass, and that's what happens. It is now an 8-point game. And Liam O'Connell gets fouled right there, but Mokus just threw a blind pass right there, and Merrimack came out and picked it off. So once again, this is the closest we've been. This is going to give Merrimack a little bit of confidence when these teams meet after the break at Merrimack. And playing at Merrimack is always a tough game. 14 seconds to go. Good touch by Liam. Coach is clearing his bench. He's got Lucian and Harriet Lagoyan checking in. So a lot of guys have hit the floor tonight for Bedford. Liam picks up his 5th point of the game as Bedford leads 43-33. And they will remain undefeated on the season. And these teams pretty much, I don't know if they'll meet in the championship, but they will meet down the road again. There is a home-and-home game, but I think these teams will meet in the playoffs, which will decide the championship of this Tri-County Division I. Oh. A great win for Bedford. Nice crowd in the game to support these two rival teams. A good, hard matchup. I mean, hard-fought game between these two teams. I think we will see these teams again. I'd like to thank Mike Currier for being on camera today and coming out and giving these boys the opportunity to be to see themselves play on TV. It certainly helps helps their performance down the road in later games. You can kind of see what works and what doesn't work. So thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you in future games.